Okay, YouTube. Everybody done got their positive energy that's close to me, and now I gotta put some out for y'all with a story. I'm gonna try not to make this too long, but this is for us single parents who is struggling, who questioning ourselves, and don't give ourselves a pat on the back and the credit we deserve. So check this out, right? So, y'all know I live in Wisconsin, okay? I started making a little money as a receptionist in the state of Wisconsin. Said, child, please, you don't need nobody food share because we ain't finna give it to you. So it's been really, really tough. Okay, it's been really tough. To my state's credit, they did give me a little bit of food share or food stamps for the pandemic summer food stamps. So shout out to Governor Evers for that. Good looking. It could have been a little more, but I'm appreciative for what I did get. Anyways, so on Wednesday, Thursday this week, I had to come home, cut up some wings, and wash them a little bit, show my son, how to handle it and whatnot, because they had already ate up all the pizza, all the chicken patties, and just easy throw it in the air fryer type stuff, okay? So it was nothing left but what I explained to him as grown people food. All right, you're gonna have to make it do what it do. So to help him out, I split the wings and I showed him how to wash them. I lined the seasonings up for him, put the bag of potatoes right there and put everything out from that for that. And I was like, all right, mama got to go back to work, but we going to video chat this thing and accomplish the mission. Okay. Now, this is my son's very first time really cooking, and it showed. Okay. So when I get back to work, I said I'm going to give him about 10 minutes because I know men sometimes don't like to be rushed or feel like they're pressured. So I was like, I'm going to give him about 10 minutes and then I'm going to video chat him. And 10 minutes went by. We started chatting. I said, hey, son, where you at in the process? He said, all right, mama, check it out. Check it out. He said, I washed the chicken how you told me. He said, I washed it. That's good. He said, I put all the seasonings on it that you told me, and bam, he held his camera over the bowl of chicken. He said, bam, look at that there. I said, good job, son, good job. And then I seen him putting the potatoes in the pot. And I said, okay, son, what you doing? He said, I got the bag of potatoes and I'm finna put the potatoes in the pot and put the water in the pot. I said, son, did you wash off them potatoes? He said, what you mean? I said, baby, you got to wash the potatoes off like how you wash the chicken. Okay? I said, but make sure you wash your hands before you touch the potatoes. And he said, okay. And in my mind, I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to discourage them. But in my mind, I said, Jesus, he was about to put them dirty potatoes in that pot with water. I said, okay. I said, okay, it's cool though. It's cool though. He learning. I gotta teach him. He gotta learn. All right. So long story short, my son made it through his first solo dolo. I'ma call it his Chef Ramsay with a bam of Emerald solo cooking by himself. And I'm saying all that to say this. As single parents, no matter how hard it gets for us, you got to stop, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, you got this shit. Okay? Your partner might not be there by force or by choice, but you standing in the midst of your storm and you are handling it. Because when my child was going to take that potato and put it in that pot and run water over it, like, I said, ooh, Brittany. I said, you a good mama. I said, you a good mom. Because number one, your kids are well kept. Number two, they ain't got to worry about what they going to eat and where it come from because you provide it. Whether you go to Chick-fil-A and buy it, you DoorDash it, or you fix it yourself. They ain't never had to lift a finger to cook for themselves a day in their life. And let me tell y'all something. This past year has been the hardest year of my life. But in that moment, when I was video chatting with my son at work to teach him how to cook, I had to tell myself also in that moment, B Rose, you've been handling this. You've been standing in the midst of your storm and you've been handling it. No matter how many loud thunderstorms and crash waves coming at you, every step of the way, you've been taking it on and you've been handling it. Not to mention, let me add this in here because this will be another video, have y'all rolling. My ass went to jail on Mother's Day for the very first time in my life. Had to do my first 24 hours in jail. That's how rough my year has been. I don't have no criminal record, no criminal history. I've been a solid mama. I ain't gonna speak on the baby mama stuff. You know, what's understood ain't gotta be spoken upon with me and him. But either way, I made it through all that. And then to end up at that moment where I had to multitask being a mother and being an employee, I had to tell myself, like, girl, you do not give yourself enough credit. You focus too much on the negative instead of focusing on the positive. But while you focus on the positive, just glance back at what you came through. And I think that happens to a lot of us in everyday life. We get so focused and so bogged down and so with the everyday struggles of life that we focus on the negative instead of focusing on what we done came through and the positive. And I can honestly say I learned that from Pastor Stephen Furtick. He said people who out here wealthy and got it and done made it, or it look like they done made it, they'll tell you the beginning and they'll tell you the end. Meaning they'll tell you how they'll start off and then they'll tell you how they finish. But don't nobody tells you what happens in the middle, what you came through. And that's the whole purpose of me telling y'all this story about me having to teach my son how to cook. We as everyday people just gotta breathe and take a moment to pat ourselves on the back or just say, thank you, Jesus. Or if you're not a religious person, say, or just have a universal positive energy type of moment. And that's what this is all about. That's what my channel is centered on. That's what it's focused on, is just positivity. Because we have so much outside negativity that internally you should be positive. Internally, this is where you should have your peace. And that same day that I was working and teaching my son how to cook via Snapchat video chat, I also had a business conversation with my cousin. And right there in that moment is where I found so much peace. I found my joy right there in that moment when I was talking to him about business, and then just a couple of hours earlier, when I was showing my son how to cook. For me, I'm getting to the point where I'm no longer finding joy, peace, happiness, and success in going to work, working a 9-to-5. I'm finding it in my family, specifically my children, and in my business ideas and endeavors that I'm going towards. And I just wanted to give that to y'all. I just wanted to give you this quick story, this quick few positive words to let you know that you got this. As single parents, we got this. Even though we don't have a partner there, whether it's by force or by choice, you got this. Whether you look at your friends and the family that you kick it with, like I'm talking about the ones that you talk to on a regular. I'm talking about those friends and them family members that you be like, yeah, that's sis right there. That's cuz right there. Like, yeah, that's my favorite. Those people are your tribe. Those people who motivate you to be the best you, those are the ones that you keep around you, including your children. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope this little story and message and positive words reach you and refresh you and make you feel some type of way to just get up and keep going. Because guess what? You got shape, baby. And I ain't talking about the physical shape. I'm talking about your spiritual shape. That shape, that fire, that burn, that drive, that get up and do it, that shape. I'm talking about that spiritual shape. You got it. And you just got to get the right people around you, including your children, maybe a friend or a family member that can help bring more of that positivity, that more of that positive flame out of you. All right. Have a blessed day, y'all. Stay blessed and not stressed, and enjoy your holiday. Don't be out here speeding and doing the most, because you know the police is out here. You know the police is out here. Don't be doing the most. If you're struggling to pay your bills and shit, stay your ass in the house, because you know they're going to pull you over for stupid ass shit. Okay? All right.